The WNBA turns 23 years old this year, which means it has a bright future and a ton of promise, but it needs to start paying people back now.
Hey guys, welcome back to Top Spot Sports. Today, we'll talk about why the WNBA is not respected by the league. Let's head into it. Recently, when she tweeted in awe at LeBron James's $154 million Los Angeles Lakers contract, Las Vegas Aces center A.J. Wilson, Rookie of the Year's clear front-runner and a dark horse MVP candidate, ignited the social media firestorm, noting that WNBA players are still well paid, although the money they earn is under $1 million. Wilson made it clear several times on social media that she was talking about the revenue percentage and wasn't attacking LeBron.
They recognize the difference in how much money each league brings in, but they do want a higher percentage of their league's revenue. Remember,
the Federalist really capped it off with their article, WNBA players should stop complaining. If anything, they're overpaid. Imani McKee Stafford, a center for the Atlanta Dream, chimed in a few days into the new cycle, as Wilson kept standing up to the trolls on social media and refused to apologize for her comments. Y'all really so tired with the WNBA on the cooking channel? Get in the kitchen, yada yada. I'll have you know I love to cook. I'm hella domesticated, lol. But I'm also killing you in any one-on-one game. And my muscles probably are bigger than yours. McKee Stafford tweeted, "Indeed, the men who most feel the need for a group of strong, successful athletic women to voice their disdain seem to be talented nobodies who last played organized basketball in high school. Meanwhile, the biggest stars in the NBA, including LeBron James, have been among the most reliable supporters of the WNBA and its players and fans." But this brings attention to a question that is very interesting. Why is the WNBA just not respected by the league? The WNBA's first games were, as with any new league, sloppy, but the league had its share of stars. 8 members of the US women's team that had won a gold medal at the 1996 Summer Olympics a year earlier were in the league, as some of the best in the world. Players such as Rebecca Lobo, Lisa Leslie, and Cheryl Swoops have already been recognized. The talent level of the college women's game had dramatically improved, and those players now had a chance to turn a successful college career into a lucrative professional career.
Lexi Hall has had some good looks and hasn't been able to finish. Sabali still at the other end, draws a foul, and puts it in.
When it launched, the WNBA had 8 teams, all with tie-ins to the NBA team in the same market. The teams played in NBA arenas, often somewhat associated with their NBA counterparts with nicknames, such as the Houston Rockets and Houston Comets, Charlotte Hornets and Charlotte Sting, Utah Jazz and Utah Stars. In the coming years, with Detroit and Washington joining the league in 1998, and Orlando and Minnesota coming a year later, other NBA towns were in line to get teams. The league had doubled in size to 16 teams by 2002. More than 2 decades later, only 12 franchises are located in the WNBA. The New York Liberty, Los Angeles Sparks, and Phoenix Mercury, just 3 teams from their inaugural season, are still in place today. In the first season of the WNBA, the average attendance was 9,684 per game. 1 year later, that average jumped to 10,869. By 2000, the attendance had dropped to 9,074 per game, below the first season, and since 2002, it has never been more than 9,000 a game. In the league, the average attendance dropped to 7,716 last season. There were 8 franchises which won titles during their 21 seasons. There are no longer 3 such teams in the first 4 seasons of the league, including the Houston Comets, who won 4 straight titles. When journalists spoke with McKee Stafford, she said her social media had been flooded with homophobia, racism, and kitchen jokes even more than usual. Everything was about fragile masculinity. The thing about privilege, isn't it? Because just trying to be who I am, doing what I want, is intruding upon their privilege. So the fact that I can say that in something you think I can be better than you is just a men's sport and get paid to do it too, that makes her heart hurt. You're angry now, said McKee Stafford. I'm not sure where the majority of the fans who watched the WNBA debut on June 21, 1997 were thinking about the future of professional basketball for women, but I guess a good number of them would have the same answer if you could take the people who watched the very first game and take them to the present day immediately. This is it? As it has grown to virtually nothing more than it was in a league with the NBA's cash and marketing background in 21 years. The NBA is more popular than ever, generating revenue of more than $7 billion. With every franchise now valued at or above $1 billion. The WNBA, meanwhile, continues to get by, playing in front of more empty seats than full ones, and with the majority of sports fans failing to gain any traction. I remember watching the first WNBA game, thinking that it would be the WNBA if a women's sports league ever had a chance to be a huge success. In order to promote it, the NBA owns the league and spent money. NBC, its national television partner at the time, was essentially needed by the NBA for televised games, giving it immediate national exposure, something that is critical to the success of any new league. Plus, one of those bright, multicolored WNBA basketball balls had to be had by many girls who play basketball. What do you think about the WNBA? What do you believe is the real reason why the WNBA is not respected by the league? Let us know in the comment section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.